in this lesson. We are talking about IELTS vocabulary, specifically regarding language, vocabulary to talk about language. The objectives for this lesson are to remember 10 new words that are from the reading learning a second language. Some of these words are quite advanced, but they can be very useful. We'll start with a warm-up quiz, just to test your knowledge of some language facts. Then we will go through the vocabulary, clearly defining what they are, and then finally I will assign you a homework. Okay, the warm-up is a quiz. Let's see how much you know about different countries and languages. First question, which country speaks the most languages in the world? For example, everyone in England only speaks English. We hate learning other languages. So in England we basically speak one language. Which country speaks the most? Is it China? Is it America? There are a lot of immigrants in the USA. Maybe it's there. What do you think? Any ideas? Here's a clue. Can you think of a country that has 3 words? First beginning with P, then N, then G. Any ideas? The answer to the question is Papua New Guinea. Near New Zealand, kind of. Lots of languages there. Small tribes speaking languages, not many people speaking each language, but collectively they have a lot. There's 840 living languages. Living language being a language that people still speak today. For example, no one speaks Latin anymore, so that's a dead language. Second question, which country comes in second? Papua New Guinea has the most. Which country has the second most spoken living languages with a total of 710? I'll give you a clue. It's kind of close to Papua New Guinea. It's one of the most populous countries in the world. It's not China. Any ideas? Capital city is Jakarta. The answer is Indonesia. Okay, staying in that region of the world, almost. What language is official in Laos? Laonese? It's not Laonese. The answer is Laotian. In total, how many languages are spoken around the world? Remember that Papua New Guinea, they speak about 800, and in Indonesia they speak about 700. So what's the total amount of languages all around the world? The answer is 7,000. Most of them are very small languages, not spoken by many people. What is the most commonly spoken language? By that, the question is asking for by the amount of people who speak it, I think. English has over 171,000 words in its dictionary and is spoken in numerous countries. However, Chinese is the most commonly used language, followed by Spanish. What is the most commonly used letter in the English language? So when you look at words, which letter appears the most? You can think about what types of letters you have. You have consonants and vowels. Nearly every letter, nearly every word in the English language requires a vowel. So what do you think it is? Probably a vowel. What do you think? The answer is E. E is the most common letter that you see in the English language. Okay, now we move on to the vocabulary from the reading. The first word from the vocabulary is a word that means something relating to yes. What do you think it could be from the reading? Here's an example sentence. The suspect, blank, that he had been at home all evening. So you need a word relating to yes to go there. The definition of the word is to state clearly or publicly that something is true or that you support something strongly. The suspect supports strongly that he had been home all evening. Any ideas? The word is affirms. To affirm something, to state clearly that you support something. For example, I affirm that students need to get at least 8 hours of sleep. or they're all very grumpy in my classroom. The next word, something about thinking. Looking after a baby at home all day is nice, but it doesn't provide much blank stimulation. What do you think? Looking after a baby is going to keep you entertained, maybe, keep you very busy. What does it not do? The definition is connected with or using a person's ability to think in a logical way and understand things. If you've ever seen a baby, you know that they are neither logical nor understand anything. The word is intellectual. Intellectual, thinking in a logical way and understanding things. Normally you describe someone who likes to read or who has been to university, you might call them an intellectual. Someone likes to have conversations about politics or the environment might be an intellectual. Someone who talks about football, probably not, although you can be. The next word is relating to school. No, it's not terrible and it's not boring. Laura's something achievement won her acceptance into Harvard. What type of achievement might get you into Harvard? Could be sporting, America likes sports, but if it's related specifically to school, what could it be? The definition is that it's connected with schools and education. Laura's scholastic achievement won her acceptance into Harvard. Scholastic, okay, connected with schools and education. If you have a scholastic achievement, it's definitely about learning, it's about education. Next word. I see lots of passports, all from the same country, even though they're different colors. What do you think it could be if it's relating to countries? Here's the example. He was granted Canadian blank last year. If you were granted it, that means you were given it. Okay, so perhaps he was born in Vietnam, moved to Canada, lived there for 5 years. What might he get? The definition is the legal right to belong to a particular country. My parents are British. I'm British. I have a British passport, so I have a legal right to belong to that country. Although I have a legal right to live in Vietnam, I do not have the legal right to belong here. That is because I'm not a citizen. I don't have citizenship. He was granted Canadian citizenship last year. Okay, if you move somewhere like Canada and live there for 5 years, you can apply to become a citizen, a legal member of that country. Lots of Vietnamese, American-born Vietnamese people also have a right to Vietnamese citizenship. Next one. She blank the ability to read people's minds. It's not wanted, although it would be useful. It'd be nice to know what my students were thinking. It means to learn or develop a skill, habit, or quality. She acquired the ability to read people's minds. Okay, acquire. If you study English really well, you might acquire the ability to speak English. You might acquire the ability to read English at a university level, to learn or develop. Here's lots of people speaking in different fonts, although they're all the same language, which is a little bit confusing. Okay, at university, she developed an interest in blank. At university, she developed an interest in pizza. It's not pizza, although she probably did. Okay, what type of word could go there? It's about languages, the study of the origin and history of words and their meanings. Okay, it's not language. Language is a general term. We're looking for etymology. Okay, the study of the origin and history of words and their meanings. Lots of English words come from Latin or Greek. A lot of nouns and verbs we share with French. So you can look at the history of words in English and trace them back, and doing that is called etymology. Okay, we have this guy speaking in 5 different languages. Bonus if you know what those are. Hallo, that's German. Ciao, Spanish. Hello is English. Bonjour, French. Hola is also Spanish. The local people were actually blank. They often spoke 3, 4 or 5 languages. This is able to speak or using several different languages. It's a bit of a trick question because you can change the word depending on if the people speak 2 languages or more than 2 languages. But here we're looking for more than 2. The word is multilingual. Multilingual means speaking several languages. If you look at the etymology of the word multilingual, you see the word multi at the beginning and then lingual. So lingual is about language, multiple is about more than one. You can also use the word bi, bi, which if you look at the etymology of bi means 2. For example, bicycle, 2 wheels. So if you speak 2 languages, you can say bilingual. If you speak more than 2, you can say multilingual. Okay, what's she doing? She's on the phone, she's writing. Many parents find it hard to blank a career and raise children. Okay, this is not a super academic word. It's quite a simple word. You can find it in the circus also. To try and deal with 2 or more important jobs or activities at the same time so that you can fit all of them into your life. Okay, you can also see someone do this with chainsaws or torches. The word is juggle. Many parents find it hard to juggle a career and raise children. Okay, the word is juggle. Personally, I find it difficult to juggle teaching a class of 25 students while also dealing with a naughty student. It's very difficult. Next word. Okay, the clue is the picture of the man. He's quite old. That might help you. People with blank sometimes find it easier to look into memories than reality. So people with this disorder, this disease, sometimes find it easier to look into memories than reality. Or more seriously, they remember only the past from a long time ago and they struggle to identify what is happening in real life. Okay, it's a serious mental disorder caused by brain disease or injury. If you knock your head a lot, you can get it, or it's something that happens to you naturally, and it affects the ability to think, remember and behave normally. The word is dementia. Dementia. People with dementia do things like leave their car keys in the fridge, forget their address, wander around the streets in their pajamas. It's sometimes funny, but it's also very, very serious. Dementia. Okay, thank you. That's not the end of the PowerPoint. Children should show their what for what their parents do for them. A way of saying thank you. If you say thank you, you are showing your what. You are showing the feeling of being grateful for something. So children should show their gratefulness for what their parents do for them. What's a synonym for gratefulness? Appreciation. Appreciation. So you show you're grateful for something. I appreciate it when my students do their homework and be quiet and listen to me. I don't appreciate it when they throw things at me. So, the vocabulary from today, please listen and then repeat out loud the vocabulary words after I've said them. First word is affirm, to affirm something. Second word, intellectual. Third word is scholastic. Citizenship. If you're American, citizenship. Acquire. Etymology. Multilingual. Juggle. Dementia. And appreciation. So, let's check. Have you achieved the objective for this lesson? Can you remember all 10 words in the reading passage, learning a second language? If you've been paying attention and you cannot remember the 10 words in the reading passage, maybe you should check yourself for dementia. The homework for the vocabulary is to write a paragraph of about 100 words, including at least 5 new words you have just learned. Thank you for listening.